Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let's get into this, shall we? Alright. What's up, Fire Fam? My name's Karen Fire, and welcome to Fractured Veil, a new survival game that's going to be coming out at some point with a Kickstarter. And this is a really awesome game so far. I'm going to be talking to the project director named Ryan today in stream, and we're going to get to have a look at some really cool things. I mean, look at this ukulele. already. But yeah, we're gonna have some chat and we'll be talk with you guys and see how you like it. We're gonna have a look over at the game. It's gonna be awesome. Hey Fageless, how's it going? Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Ryan. I'm gonna go and chat and say hello. Hello.
Why, hello there.
Hello.
Hello, aloha is what we should be saying as we are on the beautiful island of Maui.
True. I feel like I'd have a holiday here if it wasn't for the mutants.
What? Isn't this island pretty much the same as the island that you live on?
Oh, well, how did you know?
Same amount of sunshine, beautiful weather all the time, gorgeous beaches, and mutants.
True. Wow. Lovely mutant neighbours. It's always a bustle.
Yeah, they keep life interesting. At least I find the mutant neighbors in Fractured Veil keeps life interesting.
Hmm. Butcher will keep some good food going. As long as it's not
Yeah,
me.
if he doesn't lose his head, he tends to lose his head from time to time.
Uh-oh.
Which is something that we've added in lately. But no, it is fantastic to be back. It has been. When is the last time we hung out together?
Oh god. It was probably... It's gotta be... Was it September last year?
Was it? Oh, I
Maybe.
don't know. If it feels longer. I mean, every month that we're not playing Fractured Veil together feels like an eternity. But it's really great to be back. I'm so jazzed. I always tell people about you because I think you were the very first content creator that hung out with us live on stream way back in the day, and I'm just so excited that we get to keep on doing this together.
Yeah, Brandon was telling me something about he found you guys via that video, which is pretty awesome. Which was
No,
on
really?
Jade's channel if you guys didn't know or haven't seen that. I was in a partnership with Jade for a while and we were covering a bunch of games and that was one of them we did, and we did an awesome interview, didn't we? Back then.
It was, yeah, before you were on your own kicking butt with your own channel the way you were. I mean, I think we were on your channel too, but
Yeah, I
um,
think
it was
so.
but it was in association with Jade, and now we're kicking butt on your own. How far we've both come.
Yeah. I mean, this has really changed since I last time played. Um,
In- Including shoes. This lady has shoes on her. I want shoes.
you
And I
stealing
want
her
her
clothes?
her she has a blue tank top. I like her tank top better than my tank top.
Oh wow, it might be a bit smelly if she's wearing it.
Yeah, she looks clean. And I've got pumps on, but her white sneakers look like they're much better for running, so I'm gonna get rid of my pumps.
I must say it goes with your outfit a bit better and your skirt.
Oh yeah? Oh, appreciate that. I mean, coordinating is one of the important things.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, lots changed since then. We've been very, very hard at work. We are gearing up towards our Kickstarter on September the 7th, and whew, man, and it's what's really exciting is it's being able to sit down with creators like yourself and really just get a feel for what works well on screen, what works well as kind of in front of an audience. And it's such a great perspective because we don't get that at all. And really, what happens is we end up playing with people like yourself for a couple of hours, and then there'll be these moments that really stand out where the chat just like lost their stuff when something happened, and then we're like, oh, we need to double down, we need to double down on that. And so it's been a lot of bug fixing and whatnot over the last little while, but it's also just been a lot of trying to get stuff in that really, I don't know, it's just great fun to watch. So hopefully we're going to have some fun today. I know Brandon is up ahead. He has a surprise for us. We're going
Oh
to make
yeah.
our way towards the comm tower, and you got yourself what do you got there?
I got what did you call it? It's like a ukulele crossbow. You had a
Yeah,
funny
that's right.
name for it.
So it's we call it the Yucapoon, and so it's like a Yucapoon harpoon thrower kind of deal. And it's what I was saying is there's a there's probably we probably have about 20% of the custom content that we want in the game, and then we have a lot of placeholder stuff. Or what we'll do is we'll get placeholder assets, and instead of making a brand new version, we'll just skin it with a different
Yeah.
skin, like we do that with some of our guns. But that weapon that you have is an example of kind of what we want all of our weapons to be like. We want what we call the aloha spirit instilled in every single weapon in like a really cool post-apocalyptic way. So that's a sneak peek of many things to come.
Oh, that's awesome. You have like a banana pistol.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'd probably be a single shot, but definitely.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want an overpowered banana pistol.
Eh, No, 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 you definitely do not. So yeah, so hi chat. My name is Ryan, and I am the project director here, and we are playing Fractured Veil today. And Kia has put put a link to the Steam up. I think is that Get the Game? Is that what's in Steam, or is that
Yeah, yeah.
your
That
cool?
will be to get your game if you want. You can have a look at it as well if you want in the description down below. Have a look at Fractured Veil on their Steam page. Was that a fox?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Oh, I don't want to kill
Nah,
it.
good call. And
Oh,
so, yeah, so you go to Steam or you just go to fracturedveil.com and there's links to everything there. The big thing, of course, that we're talking about is the Kickstarter coming on the 7th. So that's a link that you can find by going to the website fracturedveil.com. And we're just going to like wander and hunt. I know you've done base building before, so
mm.
we don't have to do that, or you can do that with Brandon afterwards. We're kind of just going to see if we can get up to some trouble, I imagine, right?
Hell yeah! Go find some
Hell
mutants. Go and cause some trouble. Have a look
yeah.
around.
Maybe let's see. I think I need to put down a water. How are you doing for water?
Oh, I could do with some water.
Okay, I'll craft some of that for us here.
Oh, there you are. I must say the
We should probably
graphics
make a
are so
tea.
much prettier. Oh, you're right by a deadly guy. I think that's
Yes.
what do you call them? They throw heads at you, head collector.
So he's a trophy collector, and yeah, so they throw mutant heads at you, and what we want to do in terms of like people will ask, how is this game different than Rust is a big one. How is it different from this? And what we try to do, particularly to differentiate ourselves from games like Rust, is to go a little bit deeper on the PvE loot and make sure, or try to make sure that most of our baddies have a little bit more personality, a little bit more intelligence than what we would have in your typical zombie game or a game like Rust. So it's these guys, for example, they throw poisonous heads that leave these kind of clouds of poison, and they're not always necessarily kind of throwing them at you. If they're in a fight, usually what we try to do is get them to pair up with other mutants, like the butcher. The butcher is kind of our tank, and so what they'll do is if you're kind of backing away from the butcher, those head collectors will, instead of trying to hit you, they're going to start throwing heads behind you and trying to box you out so that you have nowhere to go except for into the loving embrace of the butcher. As you kill that deer, I can tell how loving your embrace is.
Very loving.
Very loving.
uh,
So this questions in chat. So is it a PvP only game like Daisy or Tarkov? So I guess like it is like Daisy in that sense in a way where it is a PvP game with a fairly heavy PvE focus, and we're taking kind of the EVE Online approach where you can't turn off PvP, but there are big areas of the map where PvP is heavily penalized and tons of guards out. And we actually have it's turned off right now because Brandon is streaming on our channels, but we have a live drone that streams live to YouTube, Twitch, and actually searches out criminals on the map and then streams their position if they enter into any of the safe zones. And then, of course, if somebody does PvP in the PvE zones, then like the hammer comes down pretty hard, where vendors won't trade with them anymore. They're going to get attacked on site. You can have all of your base settings kind of be tuned to reputation. So we're trying to avoid arbitrarily telling players what they can and can't do, but we're also wanting to put like very heavy costs and consequences if they are doing things that is making the lives of other people miserable.
Yeah, yeah. That
I
should be
think we have
fun. Like if it seeks somebody out, and then those people are watching the stream and they see it, they go after that person. It'd be quite fun.
Yeah, it's yeah. So that's yeah. You're basically allowing people to stream snipe the griefers in the game.
Have a PvP battle with this guy.
Oh man, you are a brave soul.
He hurts though.
Although you do have a bigger knife than them.
Yeah, I'm well equipped. He does hurt though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
might use something else, otherwise I'm gonna end up on the floor.
Well, hopefully you've got med kits.
Yeah, I got meds. It's all good. Oh, he got his arm, and that's what you were talking
Oh, I
about with
did?
the head loss as well. But he got his arm
Yeah.
this time around.
Yeah, so whatever limb takes the killing blow, that limb is gone. And so again, coming back to what we were talking about with making things not only kind of more fun but also just more entertaining to watch, just little things like that. And yeah, Silverbird, yes, there will be admins that are very heavily policing servers for sure. So we're aiming
Yeah.
to stay on top of that, and it's it's an uphill battle as a survival game. We have the reputation in the genre of being a very toxic place, and so we have to work really hard to make sure from the beginning that that is not what this game becomes. Because I think it's a really big step if you can kind of go out in front of that toxicity and create an equally or much more positive community in advance. It makes it a lot more difficult for that toxicity to take root, and part of that is certainly policing servers. So this is a survival MMO. To take another question from the community there. So just like other MMOs, there is no offline mode. This is only online, but the map is huge. So we're shooting for well, we're not shooting. It is currently 64 square kilometers right now, and we would love to shoot for 128. And so there is plenty of room for you to find a little corner, in, as well as you have the ability to travel between servers. There's multi-server travel, so that you can also just go and find empty servers that are less populated to go and just carve out your little corner and make your spot in Maui.
Yeah, and you never know. You say you don't have friends, John, but you may find new friends via this game. Team up with
That's
some
very true.
people, you know.
I also have no friends, so if we get together, John, we can each have one friend. And I would like that very much. Well, when Kia doesn't want to play with me.
Ooh, he's after me.
I always say your name with a terrible Canadian accent, and I always like check myself after I say it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
That's my first
Lord.
screamer I've seen.
Oh yeah, she.
Woo!
You more hear her than see her.
What the hell? I've never seen one of these yet. Oh, she's gross.
Oh yeah, she's pretty gross.
Oh god.
You
Beautifully
don't want to be
gross.
close to her. You don't want to be close.
Yeah, I failed at that already.
The closer you are, the louder she is. Oh no.
She's alright though. I think the deer's got better on her.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We actually like where she is right now. Her volume. Oh god,
Ooh.
her volume and the pitch of her volume is about half of what it was last week.
I'm so glad.
Oh, yeah. So is the chat, I imagine.
Yeah, they should be fine. Where did she go? Where did she go?
She's dead.
Oh, she's dead? Oh, phew. Let's have a look at her up close.
Yeah.
Oh, she's nasty.
Oh,
Where'd her
yeah.
arms go? Did the mutants eat them?
I mean, she might have ate them. Who knows?
I think so. I think so.
So let me know if you're ever getting low on ammo or water or anything like that.
I think
Wow,
I'm good. Yeah.
You have some incredibly positive fans playing you up. Don't you love that? Like Palo, like such great vibes, such great energy. Have just, it's so cool as a creator like yourself that you are just adding that something special to people's lives
Well, you have a
that
bad
nobody else
day and
does.
you read the comments, and sometimes comments can be bad, yeah, but sometimes you get lovely comments from people, and it really brightens up your day. And that's something really nice with YouTube as well. Like, I used to not be very confident, but I felt
Oh
like
yeah?
doing YouTube has helped a lot with that.
How? I can't even imagine you not being confident, but
I
what
used to be
do you,
shy.
you're like I was the shyest person, so I started a YouTube channel and I put myself in front of thousands of strangers every day. I think like that is probably the best recipe for shyness.
It is, trust me. When you have that kind of thing, you gotta put yourself in uncomfortable positions. But it
Good for
gets
you.
better. It gets better.
Yeah, good for you. Everything gets better.
Oh my goodness,
Um,
there's so many mutants.
yeah, so as we're working our way away from the comm tower, the population is going to increase
Yeah, they're
or
going
decrease
crazy.
depending on what we're doing.
I think decrease with me around. I mean, you're gonna have to put
Yeah.
the mutants up on the server a bit
Ah,
when I'm
oh,
on
I
that
did that
one.
earlier.
Oh
I
god,
did
really?
that earlier and I got some big complaints. So we have a command now for our base sieges where I can, because they're a little bit easy right now, but they're, I mean, they're easy on purpose because most people are building bases. Oh, that was gruesome.
That was something I noticed. Do you
Most
think you'll have like armor types in this game, or will you have like something different from that? I noticed we got a few stats in there, like I got endurance, agility, strength,
Yeah, so we can certainly
all of
go
that.
over some of the new stuff. Yeah, absolutely armor. So full what we're doing is a lot of balancing between PvE armor and PvP armor and PvE weapons and PvP weapons. So that's again part of the kind of the journey that we're on to balance PvP and PvE in a way that if you are a PvPer and you come, oh, you interrupted her meal. If you are, oh, nice shot. Oh yes, there goes her arm. So
Oh,
if you are a PvPer, then going and hunting PvE players will result in loot that is as close to worthless as possible because you're not going to be able to use the same ammunition and the same kind of armor isn't going to do you any good. So on top of all of the consequences that you'll go through, you're not even going to be getting anything of value. You're just going to be incurring debt to go in PvP, and that's really what we want. We just want to make it so it becomes a terrible value proposition. And part of that is going to be pretty in-depth armor, different types of ammo for the weapons, all that kind of stuff.
I like that idea. That's a really good idea. And I see we have a comment from Antonio asking about, is there any interesting lore about the island?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So we've been developing this game. It's Fractured Veil for the past 5 years. And while us engineers, well, I'm not an engineer, but while the engineers, I'm actually going to make a party really quick.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Let's see. So I'm going to call it just Kaya on Fire. And I'm going to invite you. I don't know why I can't invite anybody to my party anymore. So you should be able to go into the party. I don't know why I can't invite you to my party. Anyways, you go into the party screen, and there's in the top right, there's probably a little hourglass or time clock icon that refreshes the party list if you don't see it. And then you can just join the party
Um,
on the right there.
is it the tiny one by search? I've been
Yep,
blind.
that tiny one by search. There it is.
I don't know if it's working.
Oh, why? So, oh,
um,
sorry. Join automatically. How about now? You might have to refresh it again. Sorry, I had the permission set to be ask for permission. Don't know why.
I don't think so.
All
Unless one
right,
of these are your
so
parties. Stream.
nope. So I'm gonna disband my party.
What if I try and create a party?
Let's do it.
It might be because I was in a party before. I don't know. I need a name. What should we name it? um, would be the mutants.
Done. They're never gonna be able to tell us apart now.
No, we're one of them.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be like,
um,
oh, they're in a party
you Ryan on
called
fire, I
mutants.
guess.
Yep, that's me.
That's awesome. There you
I
go.
see.
you see it?
Thanks.
All
Yep,
right, sweet.
now we show up in each other's mini map, and you'll be able to see my pings and all of that stuff.
All right, sweet. Because I know
So
you must be
where?
part of the mutant party.
Oh geez, there's that loud deer we were talking about.
Yeah, see, the screamers got to do some training, really.
Yeah, everybody wants to be like a screamer.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in terms of the lore, great question. While we were building the game, kind of our story people were out just writing and writing and writing. So you can go to fracturedveil.com/story and read 5 years of story posts. So some of them are just written to inform you about what the story's all about, and then others are written more like blog posts or news articles to kind of take like a fictional role of explaining the story.
I love the little pan you start with. I think this was in the game last time I played.
Yeah,
No.
the frying I guess some people it's called the killet, or it's called the shark tooth frying pan. And it's actually, I think my FOV. What's the FOV that we have is it's like it goes to you might if you're just using default. I don't know if you'd want to adjust it or if you cranked it up already. But
I cranked it up, but
nice.
I crank it up
Pro gamer.
more. I love having my FOV all the way up. Yeah, 85%.
Pro gamer.
Well, you can see a lot easier if people are trying to whack you in the back of the head.
Like this guy.
Up. Where are you?
No, and honestly, I come in peace. I'm a mutant.
I don't know if I trust you anymore.
Oh, chopping down trees.
Yeah, disco tree.
So yeah, so that's our shark tooth frying pan, and as you were chopping down trees, you probably saw like a little flower show up on it, and so that's kind of our weak spot system. So if you want like bonus wood and bonus plant fiber and whatever, you just try to go and find those and try to smack those as you're running around the tree harvesting.
Yeah, I noticed those are on the rocks as well.
Yep, and we kind of put them on everything. I mean, who doesn't want a flower on everything?
Yeah, that's pretty. You could have instead of confetti, you could just have flowers everywhere coming out of a confetti bomb.
Yeah, I love it. We have a flare gun now, which is kind of like
Oh yeah.
well, not I guess it's not so much a confetti bomb as it is a flare gun bomb. So no ghosts in the game, but who needs ghosts when you've got mutants? Although maybe if the mutants died and they came back as ghosts, that would be pretty freaky. But that's have you've been playing a lot of what's that game? Phasmo, yeah.
Phasmophobia?
Yeah.
We did now and then, but they just came out with a new update, which is why we played it the other day with a bunch of people. And that was fun. We had one guy in VR with us as well. And
right.
that was hilarious. Because you could see all of his motions in real as well with the equipment. And
Yeah,
that was
I
absolutely hilarious.
love the idea of having VR and PC gamers playing together. Like I think that's really missing in a lot of games. Obviously, it's hard to do because in a competitive game, I feel like the PC gamer would probably have an advantage in a lot of cases. But it's great to be able to see someone just like flailing around like that.
Yeah. Do you think you'd do VR on this? I would think it would be very hard to do, but just for curiosity as a question.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, I don't think it would be too terribly hard. Oh, watch out!
Oh, there's another screamer. They're all coming out today for me. That's great.
They know that they're on TV.
Yeah, they want to share their lovely singing voice. The new ma'am. Is that a doggy as well? Oh, it is. Oh god. Oh, thank you. Jeez, I got Superman jump. That's awesome.
We might have to tone that down a little bit, but
No, it's fun.
okay.
No, I'm joking.
So Silverbird is asking, do banana trees give wood or bananas? The answer is yes.
Ooh.
They give wood and bananas.
It's a yummy snack for the road. Oh.
Exactly. So that's part of what we're what we're after is, there's a. Did you ever play a game called Rend?
Yes, I did. I did. We came in really early access on Rend actually.
Oh,
When I
really?
played it, yep. And that was
So
really interesting of a game idea. That one.
I completely agree. I was like, I absolutely love that game, and what I loved a lot about that game was the UX, the UX design. So the way that the menus worked, the way the harvesting worked, and how every plant had like a primary resource and a secondary resource. And so we took some definitely take some inspiration from that. We certainly want all of our plants for the most part to have at least a primary and a secondary resource, and a lot of that is wood and fiber, but then a third resource for things like banana trees, and allowing for different tools like let's say you're using a pickaxe on a tree, it's going to do a terrible job at getting you wood, but it might do a great job at getting you bananas,
Yeah.
because you're hitting this tree with like a blunt force and it's just shaking it and shaking all the bananas down. So
Oh, that's
yeah, a lot.
awesome.
Oh, let's go. We got some fun guys coming from the east.
Oh, do we? Oh, we do. I was having a little rest on the floor. They're like, we don't want a housewarming party. Get off our house. You asking if it is live? This is live right now. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the
Definitely
chat.
live.
Oh my goodness, I need to run.
Oh yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go. I don't know where we're
Oh,
going, but we're
man.
going. They
We
don't
are-
want us around
we
their
are
house.
really
Oh my
popular.
goodness.
Oh well, I'm bleeding. Oh
Um,
wow, they are
You
everywhere.
wanna? They want you more.
Oh, I think I'm just more of a threat.
Yeah, maybe they just want to be your fans. I'm like, oh my god, it's the guy that makes
don't know.
Fractured Veil.
Or maybe they heard how I didn't have any friends, and they're like, "Don't worry, we've got you covered."
Yeah, they definitely got you covered. Sonic's getting shot.
So you see, John, I didn't have any friends until now, and now look at all of these people that want to be my friends.
Yeah, you got
Some of
loads.
them don't. Some of them don't have any arms anymore, but that's fine.
I guess that's why you have no friends to begin with. You killed them all.
That's a good point.
I'm a little worried now about our stream.
We're gonna be okay. Don't worry. We're mutants. We're fine.
Yeah.
So Davy, she's actually using a ukulele for a crossbow, because we are in Maui, an island in the lovely state of Hawaii, and the ukulele is a big deal over there.
Oh yeah. The straw skirts, nice music, all of that. Oh goodness,
Oh,
a little
God.
screamer. Jeez, we're popular.
Yeah, we
I like
certainly
it.
hope. Yeah. Yeah. So as we move further away from the safe zone, we're just going to get more and more mutants, and they tend to get stronger and stronger. So
Oh
they
yeah,
move a little
they're-
bit faster.
they're
All right,
strong.
I think we can finally actually check out this house.
Maybe. There's gonna be some of the ribs or something.
So
Oh,
I think a
wow.
lot of these mutants might have come from this house.
I bet.
Because what I've done is I'm trying to change the way that mutants spawn so that they're not evenly distributed throughout the world, but they're more focused in areas of interest. So our loot spawning system isn't working 100%. It's up to about 70%, which is a huge bonus from last week. And so we're not actually getting loot spawning in our furniture, nor
Yeah.
do we have proper furniture spawning anyways. But when that is a thing, the idea is that you're going to see a house, you're going to know that there's going to be loot in it, but you're going to have to go through kind of what we just went through to get at it.
You have to go through that.
Yeah.
Is that their house? You're not going in there? Nope.
Nope.
That's a
No,
good
exactly.
question, John. Will there be vehicles or mounts to ride?
So we have a vehicle. Our first vehicle is in. So we're in the process of finishing up what we call our fabrication system, and our fabrication system is kind of like the halfway point between construction and crafting. So anything larger than a person is going to go through this fabrication system, and it's kind of like construction where you're snapping pieces together, but instead of snapping floors and windows together, you're snapping car bodies and wheels. And the first object that you can build with this new system is our post-apocalyptic golf cart. And so
Oh, wow.
it's in, but it's definitely not ready yet. It's about a month away, so it's janky as all hell. And yeah, so we're going to do for that maybe bicycles, and then we are on the island of Maui, so we certainly want watercraft. But for us, it's a challenge because the game is so huge, and we're shooting for fairly high player counts of 500 players per server. We have to really run things to the wire when it comes to optimizing, and so that just means trying to load data in as slow as possible without it being noticeable in game, because the slower I can load data in on your computer, the more computers I can have connected at the same time. And so it's one of those things where when you start introducing vehicles that go really fast or that fly, they need a ton of data being streamed into them very quickly, because they're traversing the land very quickly. And so it kind of breaks our whole optimization model. So before we can add in like really interesting vehicles, oh, there's a bunny rabbit, interesting vehicles, it's something where we have to do a fair bit of work on that side. So for now, it's mainly slower vehicles like golf carts and bikes, but they're still going to be decently faster than you running on foot.
And that should be good. That's nice to hear because the map is quite big, isn't it? It's
Right, it's
absolutely huge.
64 square kilometers. And somebody is asking in chat if there is base building.
Oh yeah.
There is.
Um.
You got
Yeah, we built a base last time. I don't know if it'll still be standing there.
probably not.
Yeah, the
Let's see if I
mutants
have.
probably own it now.
Yep. So we have a lot of great moments in 7 Days to Die, and love the base building of Rust. So base building in this, you'll have a lot of similarities to Rust, and then we kind of take it one step further. We start adding in round components. We start making players' lives just a lot easier in areas where Rust is a little bit unforgiving, and then I feel, make it look a heck of a lot nicer. So our building pieces are some of the most beautiful in any survival game, I feel, and the base building itself is, I think, one of the easiest in any survival game, and it's a huge part of the game. So on top of building an awesome building, then if it gets large enough, I mean, you can keep your base small enough, no doubt. But if it starts getting too large, it'll start attracting the attention of mutants that will want to siege it and take it over, like in 7 Days to Die. So then it'll be up to you to defend it from those sieges as they happen. It's random, and it depends on how many other players there are on the server. But it could be once a day, and obviously you have to be online for it to happen. But it adds like just a great little element, and you can also trigger the sieges yourself. So if if you're building the base with a goal of trying to test it out against mutants, then you can also trigger a siege to happen, because sieges are a really great source of loot, because instead of having to go out and hunt the mutants, you can just bring the mutants to you.
Yeah, you can. And I really like your building system actually, because I like the way it works. I like how you can upgrade things without having to replace walls or risk your build becoming unstable and falling down.
Right.
I really like it, and have a look at the little menu. It's really simple to navigate. You have that thing as well with the totem you put in. It's kind of like a toolbox in Rust. That's also something I like a lot.
Yeah, so it is very much like the tool covered in Rust, and except for, again, what we want to do is we want to take it one step further. So in Rust, one of the unforgiving things is you have to go around and put locks on all your doors, and if you don't, someone can just come into your base. And I've had many a times where you're in the middle of building a base and just happens to be within earshot of somebody, and you're putting your doors on, and right before you can put those locks on the doors, someone's walking through your front door with an AK, and now it's their base.
Yeah.
And so the way it works in this is the moment you put down that totem, all of the doors automatically lock. and they are keyed to you, but there's a permission matrix in the totem that you can hold F to see. And that's where you can add other players, you can give them permissions, you can give all of your friends permissions, the public, party members, and that includes only the doors or building and upgrading, and eventually there will be a recycling permission as well.
Yeah, and I can see I can add myself and do all the tick all the boxes and stuff. It's very
Right.
nice.
And so, I mean, you still need to protect that totem just like in any other survival game, because if somebody gets access to it, well, now they can start giving themselves permission to do all sorts of nasty things. Basically, they can give themselves permission to do everything except for recycle, because we don't want people to be able to go and just tear your whole base down in 2 clicks because they've gained access to your totem. We do want them to be able to like loot your stuff and take your stuff, unless your stuff is locked behind more doors, obviously. But that's the thing about Rust, that again, we're not going that hardcore where they've gotten to your base. That's bad enough. We don't have to allow them to take your entire base over. Just let them get the loot, let them go home, and then hopefully you can go and rebuild. And just to keep in mind that that would be happening if you are in a highly contested PvP zone. If you are in a PvE zone, then the chances of somebody coming and raiding your base uncontested are going to be a lot lower.
Oh, I like how you have zones. I also like with the building, I said this to Brandon when we were having a play, how when you
Hmm.
have your construction tool out, you can see the zone around your house, you can see the claim.
Right.
And I really like that because when you're going around, you can see other people's claims as well.
So
So,
that's something that
yeah.
will probably be changing.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we've been talking to some big Rust players, and one of the good point that they made is like, if you can see, so right now you can see other people's claims, but you can only see it if you're essentially standing right next to it. But even then, being able to see where their claim, like if you can
That's
see where their
true.
claim is, and then you can see where the base is situated within the claim, because the totem automatically goes right dead center, you could find out exactly where in the base the totem is.
That's a
um,
very good point. Yep, I didn't think about
and so
that.
it's things that I don't think about either, because I don't spend a lot of time raiding people or doing any of this stuff, because I'm mostly a PvE player when it comes to these games. I do like the PvP, but when it comes to base buildings, I don't spend a lot of time raiding people. So that's why we really need that PvP crowd to come in and kind of shed a light on some of these blind spots.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yeah, that's totally that. And I suppose you wouldn't be able to do like it for the PvE zone separately because that would be a little bit difficult to do with coding.
Right, right. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
And there's just with games like this, there's just so many things like that to consider, especially when we are balancing PvP and PvE.
Well, it's very good that you're thinking about these things as well and having that conversation because some games do not have that conversation and you really need it. Um,
You're absolutely right, and it's a lesson that we've learned over the years of, you need to get people involved that play the game differently than you do. And with games like this, there's like a million ways to play it, which means you
yeah.
have to have a million conversations with a million different people. And it's always amazing that, every time we talk to a solo player or a PvE or a PvPer or a clan with 100 people or a clan with 1,000 people, they all come at it with different questions and different problems, and then we have to sit down and think it through. And it's super rewarding and super exciting, but sometimes it's also super daunting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you keep track with it. I've seen throughout the week you've been doing a bunch of great streams. I think it was you were doing one with Whack, and I was in the one with
Hmm.
Jade. And that was awesome to see you reaching out to different people and seeing all sorts of walks of life come on here and having those conversations with you.
Yeah, and that's and having a great conversation with those content creators, because they have all of that time in these games, but then also their community. We're able to tap into like the collective intelligence, and that's what's most important for us, and that's why we work so hard to build a positive community, so that people feel comfortable sharing their ideas with us and know that it's a great space to do that, because this
Mm.
game is what it is because of the ideas that people are sharing with us on a regular basis.
This deer. Stupid me. It's either that or I'm incredibly bad with my aim.
Not at all. Not at all.
Hmm.
So we have a bug right now where when somebody uses the elevator in the comm tower, it will start playing music. So if you do hear music, that is why.
Alright. That's alright. Is it copyright or is it not? Just to ask.
No, yeah, we own the rights to it.
Okay, that's good. And that's
But, I
also
mean,
good to hear, especially for like streamers and stuff. A lot of the times with some games you have to turn the music off or you cannot use their kind of music.
That's so
If
interesting.
you get claimed. And that's even happening on Twitch now that people will be getting claimed for certain music rights.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I hope not. I mean, we paid money for the license for this song, so I hope we have the right to show it on our stream.
Yeah, yeah. That's good that's been thought about as well. Is this a comm tower
Yeah.
up here?
It is. So we're gonna see if Big Bob is out having fun. We got some of his buddies hanging around.
Oh, I remember Big Bob from the first time you talked to me. He
Yeah,
was in a
he's still,
dungeon.
Yeah, he's still here. He's not. He's kind of come out a little bit, come out of his shell.
I
but
think
he's
I
also-
hear
he's
your
also in
elevator
that dungeon.
music.
Yep, yeah, that's a thing. Nice
It's
shot.
it's so nice and cheerful for what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean that's really kind of our goal thematically with the game is we say it's like paradise in the front and apocalypse in the back, and we want the apocalypse is certainly the canvas upon which we want people to paint their stories, but we don't want it to be like this incredibly depressing thing. We really want it to be a tongue-in-cheek apocalypse, very much like Dead Island 2. Their trailer was great in terms of that not taking themselves too seriously. Oh
I
wow,
love that.
you are making all sorts of friends.
Yeah, they just the red shirt squad. Just so light
Well,
and
we know
cheerful. Do 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 do.
Uh-huh.
Bab 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 bab.
We know
And,
what happens to
yeah.
red shirts.
I've heard about orange shirt people.
Oh, the
Quite
orange
scary.
shirts. Yeah, those are the cannibals. There he is, right there.
He's got a lot of guardians. Ooh, here comes Bob. He has a little walking stick, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does with tennis balls on the bottom.
Oh god, here he comes. He's like an angry grandpa. He's like, get off my lawn!
Yeah.
Oh, nearly shot you. I hope I did not. You gotta be careful, Bob. He has a lot of friends.
Yeah, he does. And he brings more to the party.
Oh, there's loads to the party right now. I'm starting to think I should have asked you for more ammo. Oh god.
Oh wow, there Bob is running. Oh, Bob is flanking us. I think he's behind us now.
What? Really? Uh-oh.
He's to your right.
Oh god, he's fast! Oh god.
So he has like a supercharge, and he can cover a lot of distance.
Oh, you see, he's just spawned some more butchers, I think.
Yeah, that's what he does.
He's a scary
Unlike
boy.
Me, he has a lot of friends.
Oh. Oh. Jeez, you got a lot of friends, Mr. Bob. They're trying. These butchers, they're pretty crazy. How many mutants do you have in the game now? I knew when I played it was just Bob and the little red shirt people and the butchers. Last time I played.
Yep. So we have two new main mutants, and those are the screamer that you saw, and then there is a stalker. And coming back to that idea of what can we do interesting. Come on. What can we do that's interesting with these mutants? So I think the stalker is probably my favorite AI,
Yeah.
and this is like heavily influenced by hanging out with you and other content creators. The stalker is less about having a threat. She hurts, no doubt,
Yeah.
but it's more about creating anxiety and fear. So she burrows under the ground.
Oh
and
god,
then
really?
She'll stalk you for kilometers, and she won't come out. You'll just hear her footsteps. So she's part spider, part human.
Oh, that's
And so-
horrible. I love it, but it's horrible.
Yeah, she is terrible. And so what happens is you just hear this like spider legs on leaves for like
Oh God. Yeah.
endless minutes on end, and she only comes out at nighttime, so you can't really see her anyways. And she'll come out, she'll attack, and then she just goes away. And so it's less about her attacking and doing damage, and more just about she's always there. Like if you're building a base and you,
Oh,
she comes
no.
out at nighttime. So if you're building a base at nighttime, she's like I was playing with a clan, and at some point finally everyone just like lost their minds, and they had to send 3 people out into the darkness to lure her out and try to fight her, and she took out 2 of them while
Wow.
one lone person in the middle of the darkness with a torch finally took her down. And it took them like 20 minutes. It was great. Oh, is Big Bob stuck?
That's terrifying. Maybe he's run out of energy. All that spawning.
Are you pooped, or maybe our server crashed?
Oh God, I hope not. Let's have a look at him anyway. We got an opportunity to have a nice
Yeah.
close look at him, and hopefully he doesn't whack me over the head. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, he's
I don't know.
beautiful, isn't he?
Well, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder at the end of the day.
Is that a bra he's got on his waist?
Let's see. I think it's his own like version of a fanny pack. So those
I
are
know.
sunglasses.
It's like a picture with a palm tree. Oh, it's sunglasses.
Right.
I was looking at it
I-
from a different angle and it looked like a bra.
I think this guy would need a slightly bigger bra.
I think so too. He's got some pretty big movies. Oh, he's not very happy about that. Oh God, here he comes.
Oh God. Oh, he charged.
What are those? There's like little hazmat. Oh no, no, not. There's yellow. Oh, I thought they were little hazmat zombies then for a
Those
second.
are our butchers.
They were
Oh,
highlighted
God.
in
Oh,
yellow.
God.
There's some nice lighting. So with that stalker spider lady, she could be following us right now, and we wouldn't even know.
So we would definitely know because we would
We would
hear
know.
her.
Terrifying.
I mean, she might have her eye on us, but she's definitely nowhere. Oh, he's dead. She's nowhere close to us. We would hear her if she was close to us.
Oh goodness. I'm a little paranoid.
Yeah, especially at nighttime. That's when she comes out to play.
Oh yeah, no thank you. So if anybody in chat has any questions for Ryan, do let us know. We'll be answering some questions as well as we have throughout the stream already. So if you have any dying questions you want to ask, then go for it. I don't know what just happened to me, but I've teleported under the ground.
Yeah, so did I. That was very strange.
Are we in alpha right now? We are, aren't we? Or,
It looks like, yeah, it's a closed alpha. It looks like
Yeah.
everybody might have teleported under the ground.
oh,
I've never actually seen that happen before. That's a totally new one.
oh wow. Well, we're helping out already. Finding
Yeah,
bugs.
finding the bugs. So we are, yeah, so Fractured Veil is definitely in a closed alpha state, and just means that there are plenty of kind of rough edges to iron out, and that's what's so great about sitting and hanging out with people like yourself is we get to do it live, and I get to
Yeah.
have it all recorded, and I can just send our engineers to that particular spot in the video.
Yeah. Yeah. These things happen like you expect them, and I think it's.
Well,
think I've gone
they
black
have to happen at
screen.
least once for us to find them. You're probably gonna have to reload your game.
I will do that. Alt Control Delete time. Oh no, we got a chance to use Alt F4. Oh yeah. It's my favourite key combination.
You have the power.
Oh yeah. There we go.
John's asking if this game is based on a true story. Let's hope not.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah. I suppose we could talk a little bit more about that as well with the Fractured Veil, like how that come about as well while we're loading back in. Because I heard something in a stream the other day about the fractures. They're like different
Right.
realities or something. I was hearing.
Yeah, no, that's right. So, I like to refer back to the good old days of Ultima Online with the Oh, interesting. So the restart the Thorcon. Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at possible causes for what happened. So looking at Ultima Online as a good example of, in terms of explaining the story. So a lot of people don't know this, but we have shards in MMOs, and that comes from the lore of Ultima Online, or just the Ultima, where you have the shards of the Avatar, and that's they had a whole story behind why you had different servers that you could connect to, and ever since then, everybody has just kind of used the word shards to describe MMO servers. So we have the same thing, but what we want to do is we really want to avoid like a menu-driven process and have it be more of something that happens in-game, something that happens organically, so
Mm.
that you can find portals or veils within the world and travel between the servers that way. And it's not so much about having different servers that are heavily modded or whatnot. It's also just about exploring not only the island of Maui that you're on, but also exploring all of the different islands, which each are kind of parallel worlds and have slight deviations to them that set them apart a little bit from the rest.
That's a really
And so,
interesting idea because a lot of other games, if like you're switching between servers, right?
right, right. So it's kind of like this thing that's not part of the story, whereas with ours, the thing that caused the world to go to hell is all about this fracture is what we call it. So it's when the technology that they had created, which allowed instantaneous travel between locations to we'll head back on the road. I'll make it daytime so we can see again. The went all terribly wrong and basically fractured reality into all of these parallel worlds. That
Yeah.
now these portals that used to kind of let people transport goods and services around the earth are now being used to transport goods and services between these parallel versions of Maui.
Will our stuff still be there?
Yeah, it should. It most definitely should, but
Alright.
I will give us more stuff.
Ah. Oh, we got a party still. We're good. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Should be right. Shouldn't need too much to get over there. I don't think. Maybe. Could have a creepy spider lady come for us. Who knows?
It's daytime. We should be okay.
You're never safe.
So we'll just let's see. We'll just go straight there. Follow the road. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't pass go. Don't stop. Don't collect $200. However that works.
Ah, the
However that
family
Monopoly thing
destroyer.
works.
I hear.
Yeah, exactly.
uh, yeah. Go as fast as we
So
can.
BP Doom subbed for New World content. That's cool. It's always great to hear what people are coming for. And there's another month for this game, for New World to come out, which is such a blessing. We are so thankful that our Kickstarter is on September the 7th. Every time I talk to creators, we always kind of refer to this time we're in right now as like the great drought of 2021, where there's all these games being delayed. There's nothing really new coming out. And so we have totally lucked out in the perfect timing. So we are playing Fractured Veil, and it is a online open world survival MMO that we've been working on for the past 5 years, and we are just coming to the end of kind of getting the core experience of the game, the technology, everything that's able to support 500 concurrent players playing on multiple servers that can be traveled between. Oh, this is where this is. I've seen this in screenshots and I had no idea what it was. I don't remember putting this in the map, but
It
there
looks
it
like
is.
one of those flowers in the jungle that smell really bad, but they attract insects and eat them.
I
Carnivorous
love that idea.
plant.
That flower needs to start eating people, I think.
Oh God, what have I done? I'm sorry.
You know exactly what you're doing.
Oh
And so
goodness.
we're in closed alpha right now, and we have been for about the past year. And we're going to early access on September the 7th. And fracturedveil.eu, pew meanie. Fracturedveil.com is where you can go to get all of the links. But most importantly is what we. Whew, wow.
Sorry.
Most importantly, what we're after is just feedback and ideas. Looking at how what we are making the survival game that we always wanted to play, but about a year and a half ago, we stopped working in a bubble and we started chatting with the community about making the survival game that we all wanted to play. And it's just been such a great journey and such an eye-opening thing as well of just people have so many great ideas, and if you have any about what you'd like to see in a survival game, then you just have to go to discord.gg/fracturedveil and let us know, and you might be shocked at how quickly we implement them if they're great ideas. And if they're not phenomenal game-changing ideas that we can implement in 5 minutes, which are the best kind, but are very rare, then it might take a little bit longer, but we keep a very open mind and let the community take a very active role into driving the process.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're making it off what you want to play, kind of thing.
Right.
Like your kind of
As opposed
dream
to-
survival.
Yeah, right. Well, at this point now, it's our dream survival, to be honest. Like, we
Yeah.
started with ideas that we had, and